some baked beans with the very little ingredients that I have. I thought we'd have more onions, and when I checked, my gosh, they were all freaking moldy, except for this one little onion. Requires more onions. However, we do have this stuff, this organic onion here. Maybe I'll add a little bit of that to it too. We're improvising. Unfortunately, we didn't have bacon either, but we do have bacon bits. Let me check the connection. All right. How's everyone doing? We're miles away. La la la. If you're lost and alone, we're sinking like a stone. Carry on. Make happy the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Well, my head is on fire, but my legs are flying. After all, they are mine. Oh gosh, good thing we have one onion. Let's chop this up nicely. Hey everyone. I don't know. This, unfortunately, I'm making baked beans and it'll take a long time, a lot longer than I thought. It's going to be in that oven for 4 hours. 5 hours actually. 4.5 to 5 hours. Eesh. So, I don't know. I'll probably just have some snack in the meantime. This might have to be my breakfast or something. Or just occupy myself for 4.5 to 5 hours somehow. Play some video games. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I was working on a different commission. Actually, I was working on some rough drafts. Unfortunately, I cannot show you guys that one because it's a top secret. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Making some baked beans for our beanie weenies, but I'm having to improvise a little because we're out of just about everything. Oh, we have more onions. And we're also going to add some these peppers to it instead as well. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, guys. This whole process took a little while. But yeah, so we've already soaked and strained and all these baked beans, and now they're nice and softened. I'm gonna now work on, I'm gonna put them in the oven once I've combined all these ingredients. I'm so glad we have bacon bits. And we have some Hebrew Nationals. You can use those later. Put some Hebrew Nationals in there. Baked beans, beanie weenies. Too bad we don't just have canned beans now. That's okay. That's okay. They'd probably not be that healthy. They'd probably have like canola oil or some bullshit. So this will be healthy. Baked beans and weenies. Ugh, you know what? What helps when onions hurt your eyes a lot? Turn on a candle, or I'm using the gas stove. Ugh. Wish this onion was slightly bigger, but okay. Do our best before we got it. It'll still be good. With the molasses and the brown sugar. Have it with some rice. Make some more rice later. Glad I didn't start the rice now. Usually, oftentimes I do start the rice before everything else. This time, I'm glad I didn't. Hi everyone. It'll all be a-okay. Making enough for the whole family. I'll be happy because it looks like we're just about out of everything. Kind of wish I had gone to the store today when I took Shando for a walk. But it was freezing out, man. Bitter cold. I mean, it's sunny out, but it's like bitingly cold. Whew. I worked on one of my secret commissions. So, I mean, probably just going to work on this tonight. Maybe I'll work on prints, but I'm actually kind of worried I'm going to fuck it up if I'm trying to overdo everything. Maybe so, I'm not sure. We'll play it by ear. Play it by ear. You want to go outside? Okay, kiddo. Okay, go, buddy. What the heck? You just want to peek out the slider door? You don't want to go out? You should go and go potty, honey. It would behoove you right now. You know what? I should move you guys so you guys can see better. Oh yeah, buddy. Go. Perfect. Perfect. Wait, almost. There we go. Yeah, buddy. See if we can turn up the light. Yeah, we can a little bit. Awesome. And you know what I did? I downloaded YouTube Music. So I can actually probably play with music. I'll check that out later. Just didn't feel like doing it right now. I don't see a point in doing it at the very moment, but we'll do that sometime. It'll be fun. Okay, let's put the onions in there. Use all that onion. Add a little bit of these onions too. These. Okay, not too much. How much does it say? It's like constitutes an onion here. Does it even say what constitutes an actual whole onion? Huh? Maybe not. Oh well. Could look it up, but too lazy. Cool beans. Recipe does not. What? Shannon, I thought you needed to go out. You're gonna let the cat out, you know. You're gonna make me let the cat out. Okay, now for some peppers. And wash them first. Ooh, yeah, they're fine. If you're lost like a stone, if you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your thoughts be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Well, my head is on fire, but my legs are fine. After all, they are mine. After all, they are mine. I don't have a good vocal range. I can't sing. Shit, son. I own a mansion, live in a house. A queen size bed, but I sleep on the couch. My glass is empty, glass is half full. My tank is empty, the gasket just blew. Have you ever heard that Eminem song So Far? It is so epic, that song. and it's so underrated. Like, I never hear anyone, like, really, I never hear that song, like, playing just sort of in the mainstream. It's such a good song. It's so underrated. He's a genius lyricist, that Eminem. It's like all the greatest rappers around him look at him like he's not even freaking human. Like, he's so good. Started studying. What am I? What am I? Oh man, my back. Oh man. Sheesh. Oh, I'm not gonna bend my back like that. Better posture. Better posture. Oh my goodness. Don't you love it when your back hair it's like a bitch? You know what? They make these counters for people who are like 5'5", not 5'7", not 5'6". Hell, I'm not 6 foot. They make it for the average height of an American female. And I'm taller than that. Right. Nice. Well, yeah, you did say you were gonna study while my live stream goes. Man, that's I take that's like an honor to me that you're so relaxed with my live stream that you're studying while playing it. It's pretty cool. Thank you. Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Maybe that's why I can't leave Detroit. So, making some baked beans. Got friends on Facebook all over the world. Not sure what that means, so tell me it's good. Hi, I'm making some baked beans, but I'm gonna have to put them in the oven for like 5 hours, so.
Your face is a baked bean.
I knew it.
Be absolutely ashamed of it.
Oh. You're always so excited to see you. And Leo comes up to you with his butt wiggling. That means he's happier than usual.
I'm slowly bribing Shando to defect to my side.
Yo. Aw, look how he marches up with those 4 paws. It's so cute. Yeah.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry at all.
Oh, nice. Maybe you will be by the time this is done.
Huh?
Maybe you will be by the time this is done in like 5 to 6 hours.
I'm not going to be awake in 5 to 6 hours.
Oh, okay. Breakfast
Probably.
then. Well, there'll be breakfast then.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll even be able to eat it.
It's good breakfast.
Nice. Glad we have these peppers. That'll make it nice.
Time for another hot sauce commercial.
Yes. Wait.
Another unsponsored hot sauce mission.
Yep. Oh yeah. Excuse me, kiddo. I need to stop grinding my teeth to the beat of every freaking song that gets stuck in my head. That's really not good for my teeth, considering the fact that I ever so slightly damaged them with my addiction. I need to go see a darn dentist is what I need to do. Oh man, though, my back. Okay. Oh, my back. Hey, kiddo. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. It's hot in here, though. I opened the window. What's gonna happen? I'm not sure. 2 cups, I think. 2 cups of ketchup in there. I sure hope we have ketchup. I thought we did. I thought I saw some. Oh, we do. Thank God. Please say we have enough. Good, 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 good. Organic. Excellent. What were I? I was a heroin addict. I was a heroin addict for 6 years. Yep. Yep. You know, 6 years went by way too fast. In a blur. Nearly killed me. Really made me croak. Now what else? Okay. 2 cups of ketchup, because we're doubling it. My ear starts itching. Ever seem like every time your hands are like totally full, something starts to itch? And you know what? Yeah, I might just be using all the ketchup. Maybe not though. Might piss someone off. Nah, I don't think I will. Okay. You know what I really like? And I wish we had eggs, because I'd have scrambled eggs instead. And then have this for breakfast. Ketchup with scrambled eggs. Might just because it's a childhood thing. I really liked that as a kid. Otherwise, I'm not usually a fan of ketchup unless it's like the good organic kind of stuff. There's this local ketchup that's made like in Portland. Not sponsoring them or anything, but they're really, really good. It's like it's made with good ingredients, healthy. I might put more in there. A little less sugar, actually. I don't want it to be too sweet. Ketchup already has a lot of sugar in it. And when I tasted, I was like, oh wow, that just seems like enough sweetness. But baked beans, man, they're supposed to be a little sweet. We're gonna put some bacon in there. Okay, good thing I bought molasses. Good thing I bought some molasses, because we did not have it before, and I didn't end up using it during the holidays. Good thing I did, though. 2/3 a cup. Ooh, and ooh, it's also really good during that time of the month. It has iron in it. Yes, a friend of mine recommended that I have Did I have that? How about dark brown sugar? 2/3 cup. Ooh, there's a 2/3 of a cup. Perfect. I don't want to use too much though. Okay. Don't want to add too much though. Maybe that's why I feel so strange. Yeah, about just part, not all of it. Hands. Oh, it's gonna be good. And let's see. Got friends on Facebook over the. Oh, what the heck? We do have more ketchup in here. Cool. Okay. 2/3 cup of molasses. Not sure what that means, but tell me it's good. Not too much. Not too much. Just most of it. Yeah, someone mentioned that they would love to see me cook more on stream. That's cool. Molasses, we're making some baked beans from scratch. Good thing I let this soak overnight too. The beans, that is, of course. Stir that in good. Molasses. Ooh, 2 tablespoons of Dijon. I know we have that somewhere. I know we do. I did get some. That does not go too quickly. Search everywhere for it. Oh, I sure hope we have some. I hope we do. Except we didn't. It's worth looking everywhere for it. We have Dijon somewhere. I know we do. I bought some during the holidays, and that no way that's gone now. Absolutely no way in all of it out. No way in hell that that's gone. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Not only that, yes, perfect. Dijon. 2 tablespoons. I love Dijon, dude. Say to refrigerate it. Molasses. I don't think it's supposed to refrigerate molasses, but refrigeration not necessary. There we go. Oh, I love Dijon so much. I'm even considering maybe just making myself a little hot dog with some bread, you know? Hey, baby. Just for dinner, you know? Just my dinners. Because this is going to take forever. That good stir. Now what else? Okay, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegars. We got this stuff. It's not with the mother, unfortunately, but it's apple cider vinegar, so we use it. Yep, 2 tablespoons. Right? Yep. mother means it's got culture in it. Make some black beans. Black beans. Black beans. Black beans. Oh my gosh, it's a black bean. I don't know if you see what I'm doing here. Hard to see. There we go. I don't know. Sheesh, Sean. Give you a better angle there. There we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's my Dijon there. Mixed up with that little bit of molasses. Yum. It'll be nice to have this for breakfast instead of the dinner. I'm getting so tired of cream of wheat now, guys. Like, seriously. I'm getting so tired of that now. Next time I go to the store to go shopping, we're going to have fun, and I'll take you guys with me. We'll put it on live stream. Not while I'm walking, per se, because... Actually, I don't know. Depends on if we have Wi-Fi, I guess. Let's see. 3 teaspoons of salt. Okay, 1. 2. 3. Okay, what else does it call for? Oh, come on, I thought there was more than just that. Some honey. I think there's got to be like more spice in it. I have an idea. Put it right there for a moment. We'll go to my computer and find that recipe because I don't want to like put you on pause while I'm searching for that. So let's go do that. Let's go search for. I'm pretty sure that's it, but it seems like there may have been maybe cumin in there or something. Let me check. Sup, dog? My light. Hopefully the connection doesn't go off. In fact, let me check the connection. Bad. There we go. Just wanted to make sure that connection's not being unruly. Okay, let's see. I know exactly which recipe. Wait now, just a sec. I'm busy, honey. I'm making our suppers. My suppers, I mean. I'll get you something. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll even share a little bit of my hot dog with you. Okay, let's see. Baked beans. Baked beans. Beans recipe. Come on. Come on now. Where is it? Show more. Huh? Wait a minute. Where is it? It's gonna be easier to find on my phone now. Show more. Okay, come on. What? There's gotta be. Oh, maybe it's this one. I think it is the dance around the kitchen recipe, maybe. Oh, maybe. Go away, ad. Okay, what else does it call for? Stop. You know what I don't like about some recipes? They just show so many ads, and they take forever. They just get to the point. Okay, let's see. Well, it's not the exact same one, but let me see what it calls for here. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that would have been it. Huh. Preheat and all that. Okay. What? I guess that's it. Cool. We're good. Just gotta make sure, absolutely certain that we're not missing anything here. Let me, yeah, we're gonna have to check the connect. We're good now. My bad. Now, put that back, put that back. delicious bacon bits. Does it have a date? Okay. Oh, excellent. Yeah, excellent. Good till August. Okay, baby. Here, I'll give you a piece of bacon here. Give you a big old piece. Here you go, baby. There's. And one more. Here you go. Here. Give you a little more, baby. Give you a little more. That's it, though. That's it. That's a little too fatty for you. I think that's enough in terms of the bacon bits. Guys. I think that might be it. Okay, yep, that's it. We gotta cover that and put that in the oven for 4.5 to 5 hours. The sooner to do that, the better. I want to stir that real good though. Yeah. I want to stir it real good. Hey, it's actually really smelling good. It's smelling like baked beans. Smelling like them old-fashioned baked beans. Okay. Yes, buddy. Okay. Pretty sure I have enough of this stuff, but I'm gonna make absolutely sure we got enough now. Add a little more of that too. Yeah, just a little more. Did I actually just throw away my spoon? Okay. Getting more dirty dishes. It's gonna be so yummy. I do think it needs a little more of this stuff. Yeah. Kind of eyeballing it. Because I'm not sure if I put like how many pounds of beans there are in here exactly. I think that's probably enough. Call it. That's it. That's good. Well, first time ever making beanie weenies. And you know, this is only the second time I've ever made like the beans from scratch, soaking them overnight and all that, not from the can. Get back in there, you onions. Alright, oven's preheated. Ooh, I might want to put that rack on the bottom actually. Do I have anything to... Oh, I guess I have to use this. Alright, put that in there. Come on, it's gotta be a little bit here. Hours. Hi there, I'm sorry I'm live, but I'm making baked beans. You're stronger than anyone I know. Okay, so what time is it now? It is 7:30. Oh boy, this will take forever. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have something else while I'm waiting. I'll probably have that for breakfast. Just should put a timer on or something. Dump this. Oh, I don't want to dump that on the floor. I just mopped that iron floor. Damn it. You can maybe clean up my messes. Wow, that floor sure does get messy quickly. Wash my hands. Okay. Oops. No, you can't have that, baby. It's sick. Wash the knife. Hey, 4.5 to 5 hours. I didn't know it could take so long to make these, but it is what it is. We're gonna have a hot dog instead. Baked beans take a lot longer than I thought. But I put bacon bits in there. Those onions were moldies, but we had one onion there. And I used some of these onions here. And
Oh yeah, they were.
yeah, good. Because I'm not sure how that's gonna work in there. And some
Yeah, sometimes
peppers.
it's a surprise. That stuff's pretty good. If you
Yeah.
use it right.
Right. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much of that constitutes one whole onion, but that's for 2. Yeah, 4 hours.
So what's going on?
I'm just live streaming my
Yeah.
making baked beans.
Well, how long are they gonna be?
They say 4.5 to 5 hours.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna have a hot dog or something.
There you go.
Yeah, hot dog wrapped up in a piece of bread, some ketchup, mustard.
Swiss cheese.
Oh, hell yeah. Or cheddar. It sounds good.
And you did say mustard.
Dijon. We do have Dijon.
Oh, either one.
I like mustard and onions on my hot dogs usually. Would you like a hot dog too, Dad?
Well, sure. I'm trying to figure out something for your mom.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna use the rest of them to make the beanie weenies. I was gonna chop them up and put them in there. but we can just
Beanie weenies?
beanie weenies. Yeah, I was gonna, like baked beans
Oh,
and chopped
beans
hot
and
dogs.
weenies. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll just take 2 of those out and use the rest.
Well, I don't know if your mom wants a hot dog either.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I don't know. Seems like we're a little low on stuff, but
You're right.
thinking
No,
of
no hands.
I know. I thought I should have gone to the store when I took Shando for a walk. I was planning on doing that, and it was just too cold. Bitter cold out there.
Shannon needs a caravan pack so you can pack a whole bunch of stuff. Saddlebags.
Oh yeah. I do have like that yellow bag I have from Trader Joe's. It's insulated, so you can put cold things in there and it keeps them cold, or hot things and it keeps them hot.
Yeah, they got stuff that hangs on the back of bicycles for that. I don't know why you couldn't just lay it over Shando.
Oh, jeez, man. Yeah, I don't know. He's a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's your horse. Where are they gonna put me?
You could just have him pull a wagon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I see discarded wagons every now and then, like rarely, but like recently I saw this discarded wagon. My first thought was, well, that looks useful. Was I gonna put in it? Oh yeah. Cool. We have one of these. You want Swiss cheese?
I want one slice of Swiss cheese.
There's a lot of Swiss cheese on my phones too. I don't eat much Swiss cheese.
Oh.
Swiss cheese. Some mustard and some pizza.
I'll bet you $1,000,000 that thing is close.
What?
With this cheese thing.
Oh.
I thought you got me one. Hey.
Yeah. I was making your hot dog too.
Oh, I'm putting on your mom's chili.
Oh, gotcha. I don't remember the last time I had a hot dog.
I've heard bad things about them.
Me too. But Hebrews aren't that bad, save for the nitrate, which is about all meat has nitrates in it.
Yeah, I was wondering if that's really that bad of a thing.
Well,
I was hoping it wasn't anyway.
well, they have celery powder listed a lot in ingredients instead, but that's essentially the same thing I've heard. They just call it celery powder because it sounds healthy.
Okay.
And it fools people into thinking it's actually healthy, but it's a nitrate. It's a sort of nitrate, apparently. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Give me a little tiny piece of my hot dog, so a little bit, not all of it though. You want to go to the store tomorrow night? You can just like, I don't know, drop me off and I'll do all the shopping.
Sure.
Cool. Make a little list. I got so tired of cream of wheat real quickly.
Yeah. Get tired of anything if you eat it all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's more like a childhood nostalgia thing. You know, and it used to be that I never had it. Now it's like I'm really tired of it now. Yeah, it's a lot of oil there.
You just don't make it so that you're so tired of it that it takes a long time before you crave it again.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like that with oatmeal. I like ate oatmeal every day, remember that? And then I was just like, I don't eat it anymore. It's like
Right, ever. Right.
hardly
yeah.
ever anymore. Yeah. But eggs are one of those things that I mean, I can eat an egg every day or 2 eggs every day and I never get tired of them. They're just such a good, quick and efficient source of protein, you know? They're healthy.
I watched this YouTube thing and it said eat 5 eggs a day.
Yeah.
And they have to be good eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't cook them too much.
Oh.
The yolks.
5 eggs a day?
5 eggs a day. And it changes your whole metabolism and all that stuff. But it said to do it for 30 days.
Whoa.
And I did it for about 4.
That's interesting because, like, for most of my life, I eat eggs almost every day. Almost every day, like, except for lately. I didn't eat many of our last eggs that we had. You know, I was eating too much cream of wheat, but usually I have an egg per day. Because they have biotin in them, so they're good for your hair too.
Right.
When I went to Montana with Carl, we had they left their eggs on their counter. They had farm fresh eggs from their chickens and turkeys. They had turkey eggs.
Yeah.
They were different colors and.
And I wasn't a farmer, so
Farmer Brown.
it kind of bugged me that when we went over there that all these eggs were just sitting on the counter, not in the refrigerator.
Oh yeah. Huh. I wonder why do people do that? I mean, I guess it's fine if they're fresh from the farm for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. I'll have to look it up.
No, I'm kind of getting the impression that I'm stupid for not understanding that, but yeah, I'm just saying. I wish explain it to me why we have to refrigerate our eggs. And
I don't know. I have no idea, but I wouldn't put store-bought eggs on the counter and leave them out.
well, I can see if it just came out of the factory.
Yeah.
The egg just came out of the factory, and you lay it down on the counter. Of course, you got time to put it in the refrigerator or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You got more time than if it was shipped in a truck to a store. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. That makes sense. That makes sense. Like, I don't know how long they're on the road. Well, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll check it in now. 11 o'clock. I'll check on this stuff at 11 o'clock. Oh, man. Here you go. This one's kind of semi-melted. You want that?
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You want a piece of bread with it?
No.
Oh. There's a little bit of canola oil in there, but I'm doing it this time. I get lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone. Carry on. May your path be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Yeah, that's what's my dad, so. Shando does eat like a king. Thanks, Raid the Fairy. Why is someone so critical of my shirt? I gave it enough of my hot dog here so that it fits perfectly in the bread. Not all of it though, I want most of it. Okay, don't even ask. Don't even ask. Smeagol's trying to sing. Kind of like a hot dog, grilled cheese hot dog. Oh yeah, buddy. Hey kiddo, cheese tacks. Cheese tacks. Little cheese tacks, kiddos. Have a little bit of my cheese. No. Little baby. Let's see if this hot dog's good here. Let's see. A little more. Come on, guys, this is gonna be so good. Especially those big beanie weenies. I don't know where you'd find nitrate-free hot dogs because, like, I've tried finding those and I wasn't so fortunate. But melt. What do you guys like on your hot dogs? Like, you know what I like? I like mustard and onions when we have onions. We don't have onions right now. But we do have ketchup and mustard. And cheese. Those are the basics. This is getting too hot. If you're lost and alone, kiddo, cheese. Were you sinking like a stone? Carry on. May your path be the sound of your feet upon the ground. A bit of mustard. I love Dijon, guys, so much. I want extra. Oh wait, I forgot to give Shando a little. One sec. Tiny bit. Not all of it. Here you go, baby. Yes, tiny bit of hot dogs. Oh no, it's under there now. Okay, hold on, you don't hurt yourself. I was gonna get it for you. these molasses away. Bit of organic ketchup. Not too much though. Not a big, huge. I'm not that big a fan of ketchup. But... Ah! Ah, no, not that way. There we go. No wastins. No wastins. Ah, that's enough. Ketchup, hot dogs. We're having a hot dog right now because those beanie weenies are gonna take forever. Forever and ever. Now you've had enough food, Shando. And that's Mama's turn to eat. Didn't that look good, guys? Didn't that look good? Except I don't want crust. I know. I'm kind of weird like that. I don't like the crust on this type of bread very much. Ooh. Here, hon. Here's my meat. Good cheese. That is good cheese. Here, have a little. The rest is for Mama's. Okay? Yeah. I love that cheese. Is good. Haven't had Swiss in a long time, but it's one of the best cheeses for this sort of thing because it's stretchy. Sorry, honey, I can't give you that. Not healthy for you. Give you some more water. Sit down. Oh my goodness, so many people here. Hi. Oof. Ooh, we're getting so behind. Sorry, I've been missing out so much. I just gave the dog a piece. It's my turn now. Yo. Actually not. I'll give you a little more, okay, hon? I didn't give you much. But I'm hungry and I need to eat. Here you go. That's it. See? That's mine. Tasty. Okay, now that's gonna take a little while. That, again, 1.5 hours to 5 hours for those beanie weenies, unfortunately. Ooh, that could, even the handle's super, like, cool. Let's go. I think we're good. 7:55. I don't think it's been a whole hour. At least 30 minutes. So yeah, maybe midnight. Time to chill, guys, I think. Time to chill. And I might want to check on that connection now. Because, yeah, now we're closer to the other Wi-Fi in my brother's room. One moment. I'm going to check on that Wi-Fi again. Okay, everyone's. You know, I'm going to close my door. This is my food, honey. You've eaten plenty. You've eaten plenty. This is mine. My hot dog. Oh, I love Swiss now. I haven't had Swiss in so long I forgot how good it is. Hell yeah. Yo. This it's the spot. I know. It's a Swiss cheese. What was that? Sounds like people are fucking around. Doesn't sound like someone's dying. Whoa! Thank you! That was awesome. I'm scared too. It's a perfectly clean bowl now, bud. You can lick my hands, okay? That's mine. Go ahead and lick. Oh, you just drooled all over me. Alright. That was a big wad of drool, buddy. Jeez. I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I got to break free. God knows I want to break free. No, nope. Don't even. Gosh, man. Jeez. Seriously, sorry. Man, you know what? I'm gonna get some little to put on this thing, and that would help. Because this thing's magnetic. I could just put it onto the back of this tripod, and then it would stay stable. Yeah? Wouldn't that be clever? Oh my gosh. It's strange, but it's true. But I got to be sure when I walk out the door. Oh, yeah, now I want to break free, baby. Oh, you know I want to break free. What is it, kiddo? You want me to open that door for you? Very well. Life still goes on. I can't get used to living without you by my side. I don't want to live alone. God knows, got to make it on my own. I got to break free, yeah. I wanna break free. Don't even ask. Someone's gonna think I'm on something. It's almost my birthday though, so I can do what I want. Goodness, that was a cool gift. Thank you for the royal crown, man. Yo, thank you. Yeah, it's on the 26th. Hello, Mark. Wow. Hello, everyone. Saturday night, indeed. Oh, man. And I gotta remember those baked beans. I should probably write down a little reminder for myself, because I am forgetful. I'm forgetful. That's why sometimes I forget to check your messages, check. That's why I forget to see if, add you, guys on Discord or Instagram and stuff. I forget to check that stuff from time to time. So my apologies. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting a lot better at that. Oh my. Okay. Oh, baked beans. So, what's up, dog? Wow. Michael McDonald. I've heard of that name. Maybe not. I should set a timer. I don't. Our oven timer doesn't work though, for some reason. It's like two functions on that thing that don't work for whatever reason. But yeah, midnight. Write it down. And by the way, it's like as soon as, and I'm not gonna be doing this until midnight. Okay, I'm not gonna be doing this live stream until midnight. However, yeah, once I get off, I'll set that timer on my phone. 12 a.m. midnight. What is it, kiddo? What? Do you need to go potty or something? I thought you already did. Maybe you didn't, actually. Fool me once, Chando. Okay. He sometimes pretends that he needs to go so that he gets his own way. What is it, baby? What? What are you doing? You've already eaten, kiddo. You have eaten enough, my friend. You're a big boy. I know you're a big growing boy. You've had enough, though. I don't want you getting overweight, buddy. You need to let me borrow some of those rolls. No, seriously, though, man. I'm like, I know I'm too thin. Even with someone struggle with eating disorder, I'm looking at myself and thinking, yeah, I'm too thin now. No, this shirt here. What, you don't like loose shirts over this tank top? This shirt's not. This is what? Come on. Don't tell me what to wear, or tell me what I should wear. Oh man. Well, it sure does feel good when I've cleaned my room and I have clean bed sheets and I'm organized, but I'm really bad at being consistent about it. Just made my bed the other day and already has paw prints all over it. I did apply for a job and I'm gonna have an interview on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. That's one day before my birthday. Yeah, you're a fucking weirdo, E-Champ. Why don't you F off? Let's ignore people like that. That's funny, 'cause I don't think I look like Julia Roberts, but I think she's beautiful. I've never gotten that comparison before. I always thought her face was more narrow, more long. Her, like Lois from Family Guy said, her lips do kind of remind me of a baboon's ass. She's pretty. She's really pretty. She was really gorgeous in the 90s and Little Women. She's still beautiful. Let me look something up. Let me look something up about Julia Roberts because I have heard there's this one scandal concerning her. Steven Spielberg could not stand her. She was such a malcontent bash. Let me see. And just kind of mean. Let's see, Julia Roberts. I'm just putting in Julia Roberts Bish. Mm-hmm. I want to see Steel Magnolias again. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. And I love Dolly Parton and Sally Field. I love both of those too. And I would love to see another movie with Kathy Bates because she's one of my favorite actresses of all time. Kathy Bates. Pretty Woman's a great movie. It's a classic. I've seen it. Well, thank you, Fastest Fox. I'm going to be 35 in a few days. On the 26th. It's 5 days. 5 days. Misery. Did you know that was a Robert, what was it? The guy who just passed away? Robert, that guy who just passed away who did Stand By Me and those other movies? Robert, I forget now what his last name was. Anyone can remember? Robert something? Let me look it up. Misery. Yeah, that he did that. I didn't know that before, but it's a great movie. Robert. What? Rob Reiner. Not Robert Duvall, Rob Reiner. He directed that, actually. He directed Misery. Did you know that? Stand By Me is a classic. It's a great movie. River Phoenix. 7 months clean and free in 3 days. Excellent, Angel Adrian. You can keep going, man. You can do this. Yeah, Rob Reiner directed Misery. Oh, Kathy Bates. I saw that movie a while back. Gosh, it never gets old. Every single time I see that scene where she takes the sledgehammer and the guy's anticipating her hitting his ankles with that thing. Oh my gosh, that just looks so painful. I cannot get over that. Ooh. Yeah, he was Meathead in All in the Family. Yeah. I never really saw that show, but I saw my parents watching it. Not long before he passed away. Yeah. Hope he's okay. I didn't. Yeah. It's really sad what happened to him. Just it's kind of scary thinking like you just never know how your kids are gonna turn out. I mean, his kid was just totally messed up. It is just excluding the drugs, excluding all that. I mean, he did since childhood. That didn't help matters. Probably made him worse, but he was already messed up. The kid was messed up from the get-go. He had some chemical imbalance going on. Well, thank you, Kev. Thank you. It seems like a lot of guys criticize me for my strong jawline. They ask me if I'm a guy and stuff. Like, I think they're just jealous, quite frankly. You see? Nah, look at that jealous incel. Expects all women to look a certain way. Have you ever seen Demi Moore's jawline? Let me show you what her jawline looks like. It's stronger than mine. And Angelina Jolie's sharp, could cut glass. Let me see. Demi Moore. She was married to Bruce Willis. And Bruce Willis was so handsome at one point. It's really sad what happened to him, man. Lewy body dementia, I think. Same thing as Robin Williams, I think. And she still looks great. I mean, how old is she? How old is Demi? 63 years old. I mean, oh, I love this outfit she's wearing too. She looks more like she's like 48. She doesn't look like she's 63. Yeah, look how beautiful that top is. I love that kind of stuff. It looks like a Tiffany lamp. And I've always loved Tiffany lamps. Yeah, she looks great. No, Shando. No, we went for a walk. I gave you plenty of my din din. And I gave you doggy foods. You've had enough. You got water in there. I think we're good. My boy. Oh, yeah. Can't get used to living without. I should just come into my live stream dressed like cosplaying as Freddie Mercury and just go. He had the most unbelievable, incredible stage presence. I love Freddie Mercury. In fact, I haven't even seen the movie about him with what's his name? I mean, he's good. He's good, man. I've seen so many YouTube clips of that movie, and it makes me want to see it even more. But yeah, I like so much of that music. It's so good. I actually have a short, a YouTube short here where I'm cosplaying as him and singing one of his songs. Yeah, I was born a girl. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious that I have 2 X chromosomes. Oh my, man, I just lost a whole bunch of viewers after saying that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Someone thought that was like anti-trans or something. Unbelievable. Where's the... Oh, gosh. That's stupid. I love Jim Carrey. You know, people like to get offended these days. They really do. They really do. It has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with what our society's become. Don't worry, I'm not fretting whatsoever. Well, thank you, Raid the Fairy. Yes, everyone, please like and subscribe. I found out that yeah, about half of my viewers are subscribed to my channel, which is cool. It's just great. But yeah, everyone, please remember to subscribe. It really helps. People would rather a safe space than a free space. Thank you. I mean, we need to make integrity cool again. Everyone needs to have integrity. Well, thank you. I mean, I could care less about those ignoramuses. I really could care less. Have you ever heard of the body language guy? I like his attitude. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, my homies are streaming right now and they're hella ignoring me in the chat. I'll sub to you if you respond. Well, hell yeah. I just responded. I have self-preservation. Does that count? Likewise. Likewise. What song? It's My Life. I'm gonna need to hear that song because I'm not sure exactly which song you're talking about. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Da 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 da. It's time to go home. I love that song. That's my favorite song by Billy Joel. I don't care for a lot of Billy Joel's music, but I love that song. Oh, by Bon Jovi? Yeah, I never listened to very much Bon Jovi, to be quite honest. I do like some of their music, but I've never been like really into them. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but I was never like, I love Ozzy Osbourne. Hellraiser, in the thunder and heat, I'll put a spell on you. Love Ozzy. Did you know right before he died, right before he passed away, his favorite show to watch, his favorite thing to watch ever was Piers Morgan Uncensored? Did you know that? Oh, I love Ozzy Osbourne. He's so good. God bless him. And he was so good at trolling. Like, when people would say, like, you're satanic and all this other stuff, like, he was so good with his, you know, he was so good at telling them like it is. He definitely wasn't like that. Man, he really hit a rock bottom at one point. He almost ended Sharon Osbourne's life at one point when he was at his worst. Like, he almost got her, but she stood by his side no matter what, and he got better. That was his wake up call. He was British, definitely British. He's so British, I shit the Queen. The ultimate troll, yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of English in me, so I can make fun of British people. Spit, spot, cheerio, top hat. Birmingham. I'm not sure, but for some reason that sounds right. Let me look. A lot of good musicians come from England, right? The United Kingdom. Let me see where Ozzy's from. Oh, he was born in Marston Green in 1948. Post-war child. Marston Green. Yeah, kids who are born in those days, like 1948, 1949, or post 1945, they were really interesting because, like, they had this mentality of never waste food, never waste anything, because food was kind of scarce, like right after the war and everything. And that's what my best friend Adrian told me, because he was a post-war kid, and he was born in Stuttgart, Germany. So he'd actually, they'd find bombs just laying about, Very interesting stories I was heard. I'm gonna be 35 in just 5 days. Oh, I love Led Zeppelin. Yeah, different times, but still rough indeed. Unfortunately, we're very polarized. Families are so willing to ostracize each other simply because of a political viewpoint, not willing to hear each other out. Let's make integrity and compassion cool again. Sorry. I'm back. I'll put a spell on you. Yeah. Thank you, Anthony. I'm definitely not like Eugenia Cooney. Oh, stop that. What, do I just go around like... Come on, look at my arms. Look at my arms, yo. Look at these arms. Were you expecting that? Were you expecting... And you know what? I don't just get on my stream, make woo noises, and try on outfits all day. That's not all. I don't even do that. You know what do we do? Want me to show you some of my art? No, I don't have to prove anything to you. I don't have to prove anything to you. Bombs can be cool if we're talking about our bombs and not Putin's nukes. They're pretty cool. I agree, Raid the Fairy. I agree. Actually, I have good muscles. See? Look. And I got a 6-pack. So you're just jealous. You're just a jealous man who's probably got jelly arms. You can't stand to see a woman with bigger arms than you. Thank you. Ooh, woo. I like Vlad. I like that Russian guy Vlad NCL. Gamer girl. He'll go on and start trolling all these guys, and they all think he's a girl, so they start creeping on him up until the point where he has a big Russian voice and gets his big pecs and his chest and his big arms, and then they start freaking out and going batshit because they were Vladimired. And they can't stand it. 1 or 2 artworks? Okay, I'll do that for you. Absolutely. I'll show you the one I'm working on at the moment. Oh, let me go get one of my, I wish I had been charging this while I was doing all that stuff. Man, my little, here, let me see. I'm just gonna see if I, can turn on my light here. See if this is charged somewhat. Come on. Guess not. Sheesh, man. Where's my other one, though? Just want to see if I have another little light. Where is that thing? Okay, I'll charge this one. 1 second, guys. No, Shando. No, baby. It's time for us to chill now. Oh, Mama's got an aching back. Feeling like I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. And I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you had a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we. Okay, well, we're gonna have to put our light closer to us then, because like right there, I guess. Sorry guys, I don't have a good light here, but here's some of my artwork so far. This is what I'm working on. Prince. Here, let me see if I can get that light a little more in his face there. Yeah. See? Prince. So far, so good. We're working on those studs. I'm American. I'm from the USA. Oregon to be specific. But yeah, I was a heroin addict for 6 years. Purple rain, purple rain. Let me show you one of my oil paintings too, and that's all I'm going to show you right now, except for, since I have it right on me, I'll show you Vince McMahon. I never really knew who Vince McMahon was, but someone requested that I paint him, so I did. Purple, Vince McMahon. No, I've always had a strong jawline. I've always looked like this. The permanent damage I have sustained from that is that my teeth used to be really strong. Now if I put a mirror behind them under a light, I can see right through them. I do need to see a dentist, and I've lost a lot of my veins. And they have to use an ultrasound machine on my arms, and they still can't find veins. They have to go for my freaking foot. Now, I tell you guys this to encourage you not to go near that shit. Don't touch it, because you will regret it. It's not like I came out unscathed. I regret it very, 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 very much. We should read some Bible verses too, guys. Well, let me show you my oil painting of my best friend who passed away in 2021. Oil on panel. Oil on panel, guys. See? Oil on panel. Because, you know, I quit because I have something to live for. And because God's protecting me too. God's lifting me up. I don't crave that shit anymore. The only thing that comes to mind when I think of that stuff is everything that it's going to take away from me. And all the progress I'm going to throw out the window. Into the trash. Into the dump. We're not having that. I don't want it. Don't think about it. I don't have to kid myself. I do not want that shit. And in fact, I'm weaning down from the subs, so I'll be even more free. So that it won't leach all the calcium from my bones. And as a woman, you don't want that. I mean, I hear that once we hit a certain age as women, we lose more calcium. So I'm trying to be as healthy as I can. We do need to go grocery shopping though. We have no groceries right. I just had whatever we had, which was a hot dog. I mean, I've heard they're better than methadone. Methadone really leaches the calcium from your bones. Like, I've seen methadone clinics where people are all standing in those long lines early in the morning. And just about anyone over the age of 40 is on crutches. Or 50. He needs some milk. And you know what? I've been eating a lot of cream of wheat, and I use whole milk in my cream of wheat. So I drink a lot of milk, actually. I would say lately, like 2 cups per day. Like 2 exact cups, you know, like measuring cup. Shando, what, baby? You want me to open that door for you? One sec, guys. Honey, I know, you know what? You better let me sleep tonight, you know? Okay, no, I'm busy. I'm busy, kiddo. I'm busy now. Oh, I have an idea. Let's put a spell on you. Oh, look what I got. Now, I have this thing here. Like, I have a Shakti mat, and I have a pillow with it, and they have these little plastic spikes, kind of like a bed of nail for pussies. Oh, yeah, I put my back against that. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, hell. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, that feels better. Put my shirt over that so back. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah, I put butter in my cream of wheat, too, sometimes. But yeah, I cook it with whole milk, not the skim that they advertise or show you on the nutrition facts label. You know, it's I put it with whole milk and make it with whole milk, and it's more thick that way and healthier, I think. I don't use skim milk. I use whole milk. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a bit of a skinny mini, but the reason why I developed an eating disorder in the first place was because of how controlling my mom is. Like, it was the only thing I could control. And I did have body dysmorphia as a kid. I did. That's another reason. Blumpkin. Never heard of that. Yeah, low on vitamin because it's winter. Yeah, it's very common. I'm trying to get more iron, too, and more magnesium. Like, when my hands and legs, feet start cramping, I know I need more magnesium. Yeah. Like, ever since I was really little, like, before I could even reach the mirror in the bathroom, I was that young. I had that. We're breaking bad habits. Mag is also good for sleep. Magnesium, oh yeah. And I have some, actually. I'm not sure. I think I already had some today. Yeah, I did. I already took my magnesium today. Oh yeah, that feels a lot better on my back. Ooh. In fact, I want to put my bare back on it. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Got a little Shakti acupressure pillow. Ooh. I was scared to eat for 2 weeks. My heart would stop when I ate or drank fluids. Wow. Seriously? I've never heard of that happening. But I believe you. One of my best friends said at one point in his life, he developed this condition. He had this condition where he was actually literally farting and shitting out of his own mouth. It was, have you heard of that? It sounds, I'm sorry, it sounds really nasty, but it's an actual thing. It can happen to people. And that, man, I can't even imagine how bad that would be. Try adding sea salt to your drinking water to avoid cramps. Oh, good idea. Good idea. The electrolytes, for sure. Is there a Sprouts farmer's market? I've never heard of that. But there are farmer's markets. Especially like somewhere like Oregon, you know? I have to take 5 insulin shots every day since the age of 12. I'm 28 now. Family neglect sucks, but I've always had deep sense of good faith. Always helped me through tough times. Huh. Wow. Wonder why you have to take insulin shots. I'm sorry, I don't know anyone who has to deal with that. But it sounds like you really go through a lot of bull crap, you know? Yeah, a lot of people would probably just be, I mean, yeah, of course there's nothing wrong with being skinny, but like people these days like to criticize people who are thin a lot more than they do people who are overweight. It's more socially accepted to criticize people for being too thin than it is to criticize people for being too overweight these days. Even though obesity is killing a lot more people than just being a little bit underweight. Thank you, Being Tube. King milk is really good here. Expensive though, yeah. Ooh, really? How many choices of milk? Sounds good. When I was a kid, I just loved strawberry milk. It's like one of my favorite things ever. Now I kind of hate it. It tastes so artificial to me now. Oh, too sweet. If you don't eat sugar very much, you don't like, you start to not really care for it or crave it for that matter. Oh yeah, I'm serious. There's this condition where people actually fart and shit out of their mouths. It's terrible. Whoops. I know it's nasty. Sorry for the TMI, but let me see what it's called. I'll see what that condition's called, but man. Let's see. I forget what it's called. But I got some long medical name or something. And okay. Okay, it's a combination of severe symptoms, usually indicating a gastrointestinal obstruction, which would figure because they were a H addict. And when you're an H addict, you get constipated. In fact, he told me terrible stories about how constipated he got. One time he was at an airport, he had to literally fist himself with oils and stuff. Okay, sorry, TMI. But yeah, that's what drug addiction does to you. It can do that to you. And it's an obstruction or a serious underlying digestive disorder where waste material is forced backward through the digestive tract. It can happen. Possible causes are small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, severe obstruction. It can happen from fistula or abnormal connection. I don't know what that even is, what a fistula is. Severe gastroenteritis, severe infections. Gastroparesis, oh, that's probably like paralyzed. GI tract. A condition where the stomach empties too slowly, allowing food. Yeah, and that can happen with when people do Ozempic. I've heard. Yeah, that can be pretty bad, and it has happened to people from using that stuff. Have you ever watched the channel Chubby Emu? They have a video about that, about what this person who did Ozempic, and it paralyzed their GI tract. And it has gastroesophageal reflux disease, also called GERD. Chronic severe acid reflux can cause extreme belching and, in some cases, a taste or odor in the mouth that resembles fecal matter. Ew, good grief. Okay, TMI. TMI, dude. That's just really nasty. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, I got something. Oops, hold on, my book. My book. Put a spell on you. Who discovered you can milk a cow? What the fuck was they even doing, huh? What are you talking about, buddy? Yeah, that is horrendous. I think it's kind of rare, though. It is rare. But it is more likely to happen if you do something like H. Because, I mean, granted, and I'm telling the truth, I did not struggle with those issues that much, like to that extreme. Granted, I did have a little bit constipated, but like I never endured extreme pain or anything like that. I never went through anything like that. It is kind of rare, but it is more likely to happen to people with like those conditions. And something like H can cause those conditions as well. No, that would be the contents that are in your intestines going up into your mouth. That's one of the worst things I can imagine. Yeah, me too. I'd rather not think about it. Sorry. My bad. I don't know why you brought that up, honestly. Gross. It is a real condition. It is. Look it up. That's not pretend. It's not pretend, my friend. It's a real condition. Just delete my taste buds at that point. Hell yeah. I'm serious. Look it up. Look it up. You got a computer, you got a phone, look it up. Look it up, man. Why was he? Because he was constipated to the extreme from doing too much H for too long. Thank you. Sorry, Akash, Akatrix. Thank you. Well, thank you. It's amazing how we humans, we have some of our ideas come from. We look at one thing and think, "Oh, I'm gonna eat that." That looks like it'd be tasty, and you would never think that someone would even conceive of doing anything with it. It is real, Eddie Tron. Look it up. It's a condition. I just looked it up, and I gave you answers. I mean, I don't want for people to make it so that people have to keep thinking about that, but like, it's gross. Look it up if you don't believe me. I don't care if you don't believe me, but it's true. Hope it never happens to you. It's rare, I think. Maybe one day you'll meet some colleagues from Oregon, beautiful, kind people who would support you for your works. Well, thank you, Mr. Vision. It is a small world. Thank you, Frederick. They are sterling silver. I got them for Christmas a few years ago. Whew. Yeah, I really don't know anyone in my life with diabetes, to be honest. Doesn't seem to run in my family, fortunately. I'll be right back. Let me get some water. Oops. Oh, yeah. My back. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, what, just cause you have more weight on you or less weight on you doesn't mean you're a good or bad person. That's just, has nothing to do with morals. A lot of it has everything to do with our, our diet culture and our society and what's acceptable and what's not. All the preservatives and all the vegetable oils. I've heard ever since James Vanderbeek passed away at a relatively young age from colorectal cancer, people are thinking about it more. The fact that younger people are starting to get that type of cancer. And they think that it's linked to vegetable oils, which are really, really bad for you. And I've known they were bad for you before I even knew that. Like, this one YouTube doctor that I really like, he seems pretty legit, said that it's worse for you than moderate smoking cigarettes. Really bad for you. I mean, even if that's not the case, I mean, it's still really bad for you. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. I would be reading all of your comments and stuff, but I might get really behind, but I'm reading them. Thank you. Banana milk. I've never had banana milk. That sounds delicious. I don't like bananas too much either. But I like them when they're greenish. I like it when they're not like astringently not ripe, like, before. I like it when they're sort of greenish. But that's such a short window of time, man. I eat them when they're like that, and then if they get too ripe, I make banana bread out of them if I feel like it. Chinple. Well, thank you. I'm gonna use that now. Yeah, strawberry milk is nasty as an adult. Okay, I'm getting really behind here. My bad, guys. Here, I'll be more current. I love Chibi Emo. He's one of my favorite channels, actually. I've watched all of his videos, except maybe some of the more recent ones, because it's been a while. He posts, like, once a month, but his videos are such good quality. I mean, he's like, the guy what is he, a surgeon? He's a doctor, an actual doctor, and he has a successful YouTube channel. He's doing well, that dude. Yeah, likewise, Red the Fairy. Man, one of my biggest nightmares would be to lose my right arm and never be able to paint again. I mean, I'd probably start using my foot and learning how to use my left hand and stuff. But, because nothing's gonna take me down, right? But gosh, that's a nightmare. I'd want a cool bionic arm. I I want a cool cyberpunk looking bionic arm. Thank you, Cranston. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm really behind here. Sorry. You're under arrest. Thank you, Danny. Jesus loves you too. And by the way, speaking of which, we should read the Bible. Anyway, some of you guys said you really liked my artwork. I forgot to share my info for, like, in case anyone would like to commission me for a painting. Like, you know, I could even do like pet portraits and stuff. That sounds fun. Let me see. I love drawing and painting animals. Could do little more intimate portraits that are a little less expensive. So let me share my just information there, Discord, PayPal, and all that, because anyone would like to talk with me about commissioning and stuff. I do this every single time. I just forgot to do it this time. Okay. Yeah, when someone commissions me, it does give me a sense of purpose. It's the one thing I feel like painting is the one thing I'm actually quite good at. I wish I were better at, like, computers and stuff, though. I wish I had taken something that I wasn't so good at, but that's useful in college, like software engineering. I wish I had taken software engineering or something like that. Business. I don't know. I feel like it would have been better for me to go to college in my 30s, because then I would have had a better idea as to what my limitations are and what I need to learn to succeed. You know what I mean? When I was in my 20s, I was just like, for one thing, I was a drug addict. And for another thing, I was just trying to make everyone else happy. Yeah. Discord. And my Instagram's where I post all my artwork. Emerald_wing_13473. And my oh yeah, did I write my Instagram down here? Yep. No. Anna.Katrina.art. My name is actually just Anne Catherine, but that's what my piano teacher used to call me, so it's kind of just sentimental. Alright. And I will here pin it. Alright. There, pin that. Cool beans. Oh, you're gonna check out. Take care of Being Tube. You have a good night or evening or morning. Enjoy your day. Take care. Ooh, my dad was really good at tennis. My dad was really good at tennis. Did I pin the wrong message? Whoops, my bad. Whoopsie, my bad. Yep. Cool. There we go. Thank you, Fixa. I probably wouldn't have even noticed that until later. Psalm chapter 82 verse 6, from their own law I said you are gods. He argued that if scripture used the term gods for those who received God's message, his own claim to be the Son of God was not blasphemous. Well, I'm Catholic. I believe that they're in the Holy Trinity. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost. Yep. Anyway, I think we should read some Bible verses, but you know what? There's this other book that I recommend. It's really good with, you know, no matter what, Christian religion you orient towards. This is really good. The Imitation of Christ. And I'll open up just a random page It's going to be amazing. Chapter 21, on how we are to rest in God above all things. Disciple, above all things and in all things rest my soul in the Lord your God, for he is the eternal rest of the angels and saints. O most loving Jesus, give me this special grace to rest in you above all created things, above all health and beauty, above all glory and honor, above all dignity and power, above all knowledge and prudence, above all riches and talents, above all joy and gladness, above all fame and praise, above all sweetness and consolation, above all hope and promise, above all merit and desire, above all gifts and rewards that you may give or send except yourself, above all joy or happiness that the human mind and heart can grasp or feel, above angels and archangels, above all heavenly hosts as well, above all things visible and invisible, and above all that is not you, my God. For you alone, O Lord God, are the greatest good. You alone are most high and most mighty. You alone are most sufficient and perfect. You alone are most sweet and consoling. You alone are most fair and loving. You alone are most noble and most glorious above all things. In you all good things are found, existing in all their perfection, and have always been, and always shall be. Therefore, anything you give me beside yourself, anything you reveal or promise me concerning yourself, is all too little and inefficient for me, because my heart cannot rest nor fully be content until it rises above all your gifts and all you have created and rests in you. I'm going to open up to another random page. Chapter 57, that people should not become dejected when they fall into some defects. Christ, I am more pleased. Wait, no, Christ is speaking. I am more pleased, my child, when you are patient and humble under adversity than when you feel devout and consoled in prosperity. I am more pleased, my child, when you are patient and humble under adversity than when you feel devout and consoled in prosperity. Why are you so upset when someone says an unkind word about you? It could have been worse, but even so, you should not let it disturb you. Forget about it. It is not the first or anything new, and it will not be the last if you live long enough. That is so good. You are so courageous. As long as no opposition comes your way, you also can give good advice and can encourage others with your words. But when some unexpected trouble turns up on your own doorstep, your good advice and moral support fail you. Think over your great frailty which you often experience in such trifling difficulties. Yet it is for your spiritual help that these and similar things are permitted to happen to you. Here's Jesus on the boat with his disciples. It says, recourse to Jesus in time of trial. In danger of being swamped by the storm, the disciples implored Jesus, Lord, save us. Then he stood up and rebuked the winds and the sea, and a great calm ensued. Matthew chapter 8, verse 25. Resolve in your heart to do the best you can. Then when trials come your way, do not be downcast and do not go over and over them in your heart. If you cannot manage a smile, at least bear them with patience. Moreover, even though you feel indignant in your heart, control yourself and do not permit any inordinate word to escape your lips, lest you scandalize the weak. In this way, your indignation will soon calm down, and grace will soon return to soothe your hurt feelings. I still live and am always ready to help and comfort you, even more than before, if you will only fully trust me and devoutly call upon me. Keep yourself calm and even prepare yourself to undergo greater suffering. All is not lost just because you find yourself often in trouble and grievously tempted. Remember, you are human and not God. You are flesh and blood and not an angel. Do you think you can continue in the same state of virtue when this was not found in the angels in heaven, nor in the first man in Eden? I am he who raises up and supports those who mourn, even lifting up to my Godhead, to my Godhead, those who know their weaknesses. Know their own weakness, sorry. This disciple says, the disciple said, "Blessed be your holy word, O Lord, for it is sweeter to my mouth than honey and the honeycomb." What what would I do in my troubles and anguish if you did not encourage me with your holy words? What does it matter what or how much I go through what or how much I go through here as long as I reach the haven of salvation at last? Grant me a happy death, O dear Lord, and let my passage out of this world be a peaceful one. Be ever mindful of me, O my God, and direct me in the right path to your kingdom. Amen. Oh, I like this, looks good. Chapter 58, that people should not search into the unfathomable judgments of God. Christ says, "My child, you must beware of disputing about matters above your understanding, or about the hidden judgments of God. Do not wonder why one man is forsaken by God, while another receives an abundance of his grace, why this person has so much trouble and the other is so greatly advanced. These things surpass our comprehension, and no mere human discourse can explain the divine judgments. Therefore, when the devil suggests questions to you, or curious people inquire about them, simply reply in the words of the prophet, 'You are righteous, O Lord, and your judgments are right.' Psalms chapter 119, verse 137. Or you can say, 'The ordinances of the Lord are true, and all of them are just.' Psalm chapter 19, verse 10. My judgments are to be feared, for they are beyond the scope of human reason. Furthermore, there must be no inquiring or disputing concerning the merits of the saints. Which of them is holier than another, or which of them is higher in heaven? Such discussions are futile and more often cause dissensions and breed pride and vainglory. With one person trying to exalt a favorite saint, while someone else argues in favor of another. It accomplishes nothing to try to search into such matters, but it certainly displeases the saints. For God is not a God of disorder, but of peace. First book of Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 33. And this peace consists in genuine humility, not in self-examination. Some people are attracted to a particular saint by a kind of emotional devotion rather than a spiritual one. Did I not make all the saints? And besides, I gave them grace and glory. I know each one's merits, for I preserve them by the blessing of my gracious kindness. Before all ages I knew my beloved ones, for it was I who chose them, not they who chose me. They were called by my grace, and through my mercy they were drawn to me. I led them through my many temptations, sustaining them by abundant consolations. I gave them perseverance to the end, and then I crowned their patience. I know them all, the first and the last, and I love them with a love beyond all telling. I am to be praised above all my saints, and I am to be blessed and honored in each. It is not I who have so gloriously magnified them, and without any previous merit of theirs, bestowed on them the glory that... Wait, sorry, I'm going to start that one over. Didn't know it was a question there. I know them all. I know them all, the first and the last, and I love them with a love beyond all telling. I am to be praised above all my saints, and I am to be blessed and honored in each. Is it not I who have so gloriously magnified them, and without any previous merit of theirs bestowed on them the glory they now have? Therefore, anyone who belittles any of the least of my saints dishonors also the greatest. For I have made both the little and the great. And whoever is lacking in respect for any of the saints is lacking in respect for me and all others in the kingdom of heaven. They are all one in the bond of perfect charity, having the same thoughts, the same will, and all loving each other as one. But higher than this, they love me far more than themselves and their own merits, raised above themselves and drawn away from self-love. They are completely absorbed in the love of me, in whom they enjoy their rest. No more can they be turned away or become depressed, for they possess an eternal truth and are on fire with an unquenchable charity. Therefore, let the carnal and worldly minded, who know nothing of love but self gratification, stop disputing the state of the saints according to their own preference instead of according to the eternal truth of God. With many people, this is plain ignorance, for, being little enlightened in spiritual matters, they seldom know how to love anyone with a purely spiritual affection. They tend to look upon the things of heaven in the same way as they regard things here on earth, and so they are inclined to in their own and so they are inclined in their affection for the saints according to the natural affection of human friendship. But how vast is the distance between what the imperfect imagine and that which those conceive are enlightened by divine revelation. Therefore, my child, be careful of curiosity concerning matters beyond your understanding. Be careful. It doesn't say don't question, it says be careful. Your principal occupation and aim should be that you may be found, even though you be the least in the kingdom of God. Suppose any persons did learn what saints were holier or considered greater in the kingdom of heaven, how would this knowledge benefit them unless by it they would become more humble in my sight and rise to greater glory to my name? Those who think of the greatness of their own sins and the littleness of their virtues and how far away they are from the perfection of the saints are much more pleasing to God than those who argue over which of the saints is greater or lesser. It is better to implore the intercession of the saints by devout prayers and tears and with a humble heart than by foolish curiosity to inquire into their secrets. The saints are perfectly contented. If only people would be contented and restrain their useless discourses. The saints take no glory in their own merits, but attribute all their goodness to me, because they know that I have given them all out of my infinite charity. They are so full of love of the most holy Trinity and so overflowing with joy that nothing is wanting to their glory, nor can any happiness be wanting to them. The higher they are in heaven, the humbler they are in themselves, and therefore the nearer to me, and the more beloved by me. This is the meaning of the passage in Holy Scripture. They throw down their crowns in front of the throne and worship the one who lives forever and ever. Revelations chapter 4, verse 10. Many who do not know whether they themselves will be numbered among the least to come into the heavenly kingdom are the very ones who argue about who is the greatest in God's kingdom. It is a great thing to be even the least in heaven, where all is where all are great. For all who enter there will be called the children of God, and so they shall be. The least shall be as 1,000, and the sinner of a 100 years shall die. When the disciples asked our Lord who was the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, he answered them, "Unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself and becomes like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven." Matthew chapter 18, verses 3 to 4. Woe to them who disdain to humble themselves willingly as little children. For the gate of the heavenly kingdom is low, and will not permit them to enter. Woe also to the rich who have their comforts in this world. The poor will enter into the kingdom of God, while the rich stand lamenting outside. So rejoice, you who are humble and poor in spirit. It is to you that the kingdom of God belongs, provided you walk steadfastly in the ways of truth. And that's the end of that chapter. This is a great book. This isn't the Bible, by the way. This is the Imitations of Christ. The Imitation of Christ. Man, geez, some people didn't like that. You notice that? Like, some people left. It's Saint Anthony assists me in finding lost things. I think, dude, he does me too. Anytime I lose something important, significant, or like, I pray to him. The other day that happened, not long ago, and I was praying and praying and praying, and I actually found, like, I was looking everywhere, and then I remembered, hey, I need to pray to Saint Anthony. And I prayed to Saint Anthony, and I found her right behind my bed. I moved my bed, and I found it on that side. Shell, I forgot what it even was, but I found, yeah. Yes. Oh, absolutely. It's called The Imitation of Christ. Hell, the author's not even on the front cover. Let me see who the author is. By Thomas Kempis. The Imitation of Christ in 4 books by Thomas A. Kempis. Kempis. It is a great book. It is a great book, guys. Sometimes I'll open to a random page and it's like, it's really trippy because I'll end up on a page that's super applicable to what I'm going through. Highly recommend it. Yeah, funny how you find what you're looking for in the last place you look. Well, there's that, and the fact that right after praying to St. Anthony, I found it, and it's happened multiple times in my life. Oh yeah, here's a story. When we were kids, my sister lost her water baby. You know what those 90s water babies were? Remember those water babies? They were about, how big were they? They about as big as this mirror, okay? Not, a little smaller, okay? Not about that high. Little water baby toy. It's a doll. So my sister, when she was a little girl, she lost that thing on the beach. And my mom prayed and prayed to St. Anthony that she'd find it because my little sister was really upset about it. And she found it on the shore. She found it washed up on the shore. I kid you not. She tells that story. She used to tell that story all the time. A water baby. It was a toy. It was a toy. Just a doll. They were like kind of rubbery, I had quite a few of them, and I loved them so much growing up. They smelled good too. And there were these little kittens that would purr when you held them. They felt like real kittens, sort of, you know. I forget what they're called, but I had so many of those too. No, we're talking about praying to the saints. We're talking about Saint Anthony. That's how it relates, my friend. So whatever. Here, let me show you. Let me show you what those things look like. I might be able to find them. I don't think they sell them anymore. 90s. Blocked her. Oh, baby. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, they look... Huh. Yeah, they looked like this. Let me see. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Let me show you. They looked like that. You know? Like that. They looked like that. I do not think they sell these anymore. Yeah, they didn't really look like that. They looked like that, kind of. I really loved them. They had so many different kinds with different clothes and everything. Yeah, like that. Yeah, they looked like that. I don't think they sell those anymore. Well, thank you, Aida. 15. It's too bad that so many people left, though. You know, some people didn't like it, but whatever. I don't care. The reason why I brought the water baby was because, like, my sister lost hers on the beach, and my mom prayed to St. Anthony, and they found it right being washed up on the shore. Like, what are the chances of that? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. When I was a kid, I named my guardian angel Joan. Like, after Joan of Arc. After Saint Joan of Arc. Saint Joan of Arc's one of the coolest saints. I'm not gonna say coolest, but yeah, one of my favorites. But yeah, my patron saints are, the one I chose for my confirmation was Saint Maximilian Kolbe. And I talk about this. I didn't know what he was the patron saint of. I just loved his story. I was fascinated by his story and his courage. He was a Catholic priest during World War II. He was sent to Auschwitz concentration camp. He sacrificed himself for the life of a family that was condemned to the starvation bunker. A whole family. He was in there for 2 weeks and he wouldn't die of starvation. So they injected him with a lethal injection. They gave him a lethal injection. The family he saved, they sacrificed himself for. They survived. They all survived to tell the tale. And later on in my adult life, okay, so I received confirmation when I was 17. I was 17. I realized that because I found the certificate. It says 2008. I found out that St. Maximilian Kolbe, later into my adult life, okay, while I was going to college and everything, I found out that he is the patron saint of drug addicts, eating disorders, and families. 3 things that are applicable to my life and what I'm going through. Like God knew. Of course, he knew. Man, that's just too trippy to me. That's too bloody trippy. Saint Maximilian Kolbe was the one I was just talking about. He's my patron saint that I chose during my confirmation because I read his story and I loved his courage, and I did not know at that time that he was the patron saint of drug addicts and eating disorders. I kid you not. I kid you not. I got dry lips. This stuff smells so good. Huh. Maximilian Kolbe with a K, but yes, research him. Absolutely. In fact, I have a little card of him on my mirror. One sec. I can read this to you. See, this is Maximilian Kolbe. I don't know if you see it. I'm sorry, I don't have any real light here, but here, right there. That's Maximilian Kolbe. And I'm going to read it. Saint Maximilian Kolbe. Maximilian was born near Lodz, Poland on January 8th, 1894. In 1910, he joined the Conventional Franciscans. In 1917, he founded the Militia of Mary Immaculate in Rome. After ordination in 1918, he returned to Poland, where he continued his Marian movement and published a monthly magazine to spread devotion to Mary through the media. Maximilian was a missionary in Japan from 1930 to 1936. He founded Marian communities and called Nepocolano in honor of the Immaculate Conception. In honor of the Immaculate Conception in Poland, Japan, and India. In 1939, he was arrested and held for a few months during the German occupation of Poland at the start of World War II. In February 1941, he was arrested a second time and sent to the Nazi concentration camp at Auschwitz. Maximilian voluntarily took the place of a married man with a family who was one of 10 men selected to die by starvation in retaliation for a prisoner who escaped from the camp. When Father Kolbe was found still alive after 2 weeks, he was killed with an injection of carbolic acid on August 14, 1941, the eve of the Feast of the Assumption of Mary. Pope John Paul II canonized him in 1982. St. Maximilian Kolbe's feast day is August 14th. Oh, and here's a prayer to St. Maximilian Kolbe. St. Maximilian Kolbe, Apostle of Mary and Martyr of Charity, please pray for us, for the victims of euthanasia. Please beg God, through the Immaculate Heart of Mary, to end euthanasia, abortion, and infanticide in America and in the whole world. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. No, I'm not an atheist. What gave you that idea? Weird. But I was agnostic for a while. I did lose my faith for a long time. I had too many questions, and now it feels like all my questions have been answered. Just by the fact that I feel God's presence in my life. It's nothing that I have to, I don't have to prove that. There's absolutely no way that I can make everyone, believe me. Okay, I see, Jeannie. Thank you for clarifying that for me. Yep. He guides our footsteps, indeed. There's just way too many coincidences. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Well, thank you, Jeannie Sharma. Thank you for subscribing. Saint Olga of Kiev. I don't know anything. Saint Olga, but my piano teacher's name was Olga. Let me look her up. Saint Olga, huh? I've never heard of Saint Olga. That's pretty cool. Of Kiev. Oh, that's some cool artwork. She's venerated as a saint in the Eastern Orthodox Church. Okay, it's with the epithet equal to the apostles. Her feast day is 11th July. Okay. So I know that the Orthodox religion, like Russian, Greek Orthodox, they're the most similar to Catholicism. The only thing that's different is that they don't believe the Pope is the head of the church. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they believe in the Holy Trinity. They believe in the saints. They have saints. That's pretty cool. Wow. There's a Reddit post called "The Bloody History of Saint Olga of Kiev." Wow, it says Olga of Kiev, Saint Olga, has a revenge story worthy of Game of Thrones or Northman. The Drevlians, murderers of Olga's husband, the king of the Kievan Rus, sent ambassadors to demand she marry their prince, since her son and heir was only 3 years old. But otherwise, she would have married her son. What? The Drevlians, murderers of Olga's husband, the king of the Kievan Rus, sent ambassadors to demand she marry their prince, since her son and heir was only 3 years old. She had the ambassadors buried alive, without revealing what she had done. Without revealing what she had done, she asked her enemies for a delegation of important men to escort her. She had them burned alive. Still concealing her actions, she asked for a funeral feast at her husband's grave on enemy territory. She invited her enemies to the feast and served strong drinks. When her enemies were drunk, she and her small retinue slaughtered them and returned to Kiev. She then went to war and besieged the city where her husband had been killed. She was victorious in the field, but the city held out for a year. Finally, she offered peace for a small price, 3 pigeons and 3 sparrows from each house. A relieved city accepted. She then instructed her army to attach a piece of sulfur wrapped in cloth to each bird, set the sulfur on fire, and release the birds. The birds returned to their homes and set the city on fire everywhere at once, so the flames could not be put out. Olga's army killed and captured all who escaped the flames, and her revenge was complete. Despite her bloody history as a regent for her son, Olga became a saint by converting to Christianity and doing what she could to convince her son and people to convert as well. Her son refused, but after her death, her grandson agreed, and the Kievan Rus became Christian. Saint Olga is a patron of widows and converts. Interesting. Some call her the patron saint of vengeance, but that appears to be an unofficial title since vengeance isn't really in keeping with Christian teachings. Interesting. Nevertheless, her legend lives on. In the movie The Northman, there's a broad hint that the main character's daughter will be Saint Olga. Huh. A rare woman. I've never seen the show, but that's still interesting. A rare woman on the Tree of Kings. Saint Olga was said to be of Viking origin. Fascinating. Olga went to the and this person commented, Olga went to the Byzantine Empire to convert to Christianity. No wonder there's like Byzantine paintings of her. To convert to Christianity. The emperor there fell in love with her and wanted to marry her. She asked him if he would do her the honor in being her godfather when she converted. He did, and after the ceremony, she said she could not marry him as he was now technically her father. Clever girl. That's fascinating. Man, rough times. They should make a show about her. They should make a show about her now. Ooh. Bro, every time I research the women mentioned, it is mind-blowing how brave these women were during BC and AD times. We need a woman like that for each man in these modern times. Well, guys, I mean, men were pretty brave back then, too. I mean, just like, you don't... I mean, death, just seeing people get, killed and impaled and stuff like that was just kind of common. People were desensitized to it. It was rougher times, guys. I mean, if we're driven to those times, like, you have to become resilient. Look up Saint Philomena. You don't hear of anyone named Philomena these days. Of course. The saints are pretty cool, guys. You want to read some, epics? Read about the saints. And also, if any ignoramus wants to say that Catholics worship saints and Mary, that's not true. It never was true. It's like, it's no different than asking your loved one to pray for you. I love you too. Thank you. Read about Blessed Aegidius. Aegidius? Okay, I'll look it up. When I was little, my favorite saint actually was Saint Therese of the Child Jesus. I almost chose her as my patron saint, actually. And in fact, if I were 13, which is usually the age you are when you receive confirmation, I think I would have probably chosen her. But I'm glad I chose Saint Maximilian Kolbe. It was probably meant to be, considering what I've been through in my life. Now, what was her name again? Well, I don't care, Code Miser. Go have some fun. I don't like people who lie about other people and slander other people and promote lies. Aegidius. Okay, Aegidius of Portugal. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Wait. That's St. Giles. Okay. Aegidius. Of Athens, Greece, right? Oh, okay. I think it's spelled differently, actually. Saint Aegidius. Saint Aegidius, known in Italian as Egidio, and in English as Giles, was a Benedictine monk and abbot. In his early life, he lived as a hermit in France. He is one of the 14 holy helpers and is invoked for the cure of cripples. He has a beautiful church named for him near the Rhone River in France. He has 160 churches dedicated to him in England. Well, I'm looking for the story. I'm not finding it here. Let me see. Saint Aegidius. We'll look up Saint Giles, because I'll probably find something on him there. Right. It's easier for me to spell out anyway. Okay. Okay. Huh. Hmm. Oh, stop it. Oh, I can't read that without. Oh, don't you just love it when you have to subscribe to read something? Okay. Oh, stop it. A native of Assisi, Italy. Oh, I love St. Francis. Uh-oh, looks like we're running out of battery. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Endangered. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That is awesome. Much thanks. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you kindly. I mean, I don't even know what to say, dude. I'm awkward. Thank you. I know. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I'm going to read about Saint Giles, or it's easier for me to say Giles, like the guy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love that character. I miss that show. A native of Assisi, Italy, Giles was one of the earliest followers of St. Francis, from whom he received the habit. Oh, really? I didn't know he was a follower of St. Francis. In 1208. I don't think I'd want to be born then. He accompanied Francis on many of his missions around Assisi, made a pilgrimage to Compostela, visited Rome and the Holy Land, and then made an unsuccessful visit to Tunis to convert the Saracens. The Christians in Tunis, fearful of the repercussions of his religious fervor, forced him back on a boat as soon as he landed. He spent the rest of his life living in Italy, living from about 1243 at the Monte Rapido Hermitage on the outskirts of Perugia, where he died in 1263. He experiences ecstasies, had a vision of Christ at Setona, and is considered the most perfect example of the primitive Franciscan. He is spoken of at length in The Little Flowers of St. Francis, and Francis called him his Knight of the Round Table. Known for his austerity and silence, his The Golden Sayings of Brother Giles is noted for its humor, deep understanding of human nature, and optimism. I gotta read that now. His feast day is September 1st. He's the patron of beggars, blacksmiths, breast cancer, breastfeeding. I wonder why. Maybe because I don't know. I'm fascinated. Cancer patients, disabled people. Edinburgh, Scotland. Oh, he's the patron saint of Scotland, of Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh specifically. Epilepsy, fear of night. Interesting. Noctophobics. What's a noctophobic? I have no idea what a noctophobic is. Let me see. Look it up. Well, it doesn't say where I can look it up. Forests. He's the patron saint of forests, hermits, horses, lepers, mental illness, outcasts, poor peoples, rams, like the male sheep, spur makers, sterility, and sterility. I guess he was born in. Whoa, that might be a different one. St. Giles Abbot. Or no, he wasn't. I'm not sure because it says birth 16. Birth 650, death 710. Maybe. Okay, maybe I'm reading about the wrong one. Let me see. Yeah, I'm reading about the wrong one. But yeah, that's interesting. Or maybe I'm not reading about the wrong one. St. Giles Abbot, patron of physically disabled, feast day, September 1st. See the other one. Okay, that's this St. Giles. Okay, there are probably there's more than one St. Giles, I guess. This one is the one I read before was the friend of St. Francis of Assisi. And actually lived during the 1200s. Huh. Catholic.org. This is a good site. Anyway. It's 9:37, guys. Ooh, it's getting to that point where I'm getting tired and you get my baby, and I'd like to get some better sleep. But look at my boy. He's ready for Mubbers. Mubbers to join him. See, I was drawing. I was drawing on my bed. Drawing a little few rough drafts while I was taking a break before. Look at him with those jowls. With the jowls. Cuddle bear, look at those big jowls. So snicker boobles. Snicker boobles. Okay. You are a sweetheart. Don't worry, I'm not leaving. Baby. Close my door. Goodness. Turn off the light. Baby. Wow. Wait a minute, I'll turn on the light for Tuckin so you can see him. And kiss us. And precious. Sorry, I'm wearing whip blush. Whip blush it. Because I want to kiss. Wow. Oh my goodness, he's so cute, guys. Look at him. Turn on the light so you can see. Look at him, though. He's precious. And demures. And he's trunk. Sorry, that hurt your ears. I'm sorry. He flicks his ear when I accidentally am too loud in his ears. Sorry. Gotta kiss those. Kiss. Little love muffins. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh yes, of course. Oh yes, of course, you're cute. He's a little snickerdoodle muffin bluff. Hi. You're good. And you're brave. And you're smart. And you're noble. You're noble. And brave. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Don't be shy and demure. I know. You tell my brother I will build it. Those blowies. You tell my brother I will build it. Shando sure does give me a lot of joy during my time of difficulty. I'll tell you what. Tech Pink? Yeah. You were like Lewis before, weren't you? Can I just call you Tech? Or Tech Pink? Without the I. Pink. Tech Pink. Tech Punk. I see. I sure love you. Oh, I see. So it's just abbreviated. Gotcha. You're precious. And you're smart. And you're good. And you're big. And you're smarter than the average bears. So mucho balls. The jowls. You had the jowls to prove it. Oh my goodness, gracious. I want to kiss. Can I give you a little boop? Boop, boop. Oh my goodness. He's like, what the heck are you even doing? He's like a teddy bear. Look at him, his face. Especially when he's all bunched up. Right now he's stretching his neck out. Looking out the window. What you see out there, kiddo? You protect your mothers. You protect your mothers and kick the bad guy's butt. You good? You good? Josh. Okay. Enough of Mama's nonsense, huh? Enough of Mama's nonsense. He's had enough of my nonsense. The gall, the audacity, the nerve. The impudence. Where's his gator at? Oh, it's on the floors. It's on the floors. If I give it to him in the bed, he's gonna want it on the floor, actually. He doesn't like bringing his toys into the bed, really. It's kind of funny, because I've brought his toy into the bed for him, and he grabs it, takes it down to the floor, and then goes back up into the bed. Impudence, 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 impudence. Impudence. Oh, thank you, guys. Yes, we double boop the snoots. You want me to boop his snoot before we clock out? And also, we'll read one more. We'll read one Bible verse. Just one sec. Let's attack on honey bears. Honey bears. Okay, get you guys so you don't fall off the bed. There's. Can I boop the snoot? Well, boop, boop. Okay, I won't do that. We respect. Aww. What? Don't cry. Don't cry. Sweetheart. You shy? Are you shy? I love you. Teddy bears and jowls. You have the jowls to prove it. You're so sweet, innocent, velvety hair. Oh, baby. Okay. I love you. I'm sorry. He's too smart, man. He knows what I'm doing. He knows what I'm doing here. He thinks I'm exploiting him. He's like, would you get that camera right out of my face? You're too smart. Oh, he's never bitten my face ever. He would never do that. In fact, know what? Ever since he's a puppy, he goes home to my face, but he doesn't clamp down. He doesn't use his teeth. It's like he's trying to kiss like a human would. You know, he goes home to my face. I don't notice that, but yeah, I don't know where lesbians came into the conversation. I mean, I'm pretty darn straight myself. Not that I have anything against gay people whatsoever. I'm just saying people keep thinking I am, but I'm not. It's kind of weird. Just because I'm a little bit androgynous in certain ways doesn't mean that I am attracted to women, you know? I don't know. I've gotten that, so it's not like I'm automatically assuming that that's what you're implying, but I have gotten that quite a bit on here, just so you know. Good. I mean, whatever. It's whatever. YouTube Theater in Inglewood, huh? Never heard of that. Didn't know YouTube had their own theater. Seriously? Well, Chi-Town, relapse is it can be a big part of the recovery process too. I relapsed like 3 or 4 times before I got to this place, and I'm almost 3 years clean. Just don't give up, man. Don't give up. I don't know what my favorite book in the Bible is. I really like, I like a lot of Jeremiah, the book of John. I like Matthew, a lot of the book of Proverbs and Psalms. It's hard for me to say. There's certain passages I like. My bad, guys. My bad. I'm back. A dinosaur story. Hello. My phone died. We're back. A dinosaur story. You know what? We're gonna read a few Bible verses and call it a night right here, right now. 1 second. Put my art right here. I'm gonna continue this tomorrow. I actually kind of like how that's turning out. Fascinating. Actually, I might use this later. I'll mess with that tomorrow too. Baby friend, you can buy me wine reading your Bible. Okay. Oh my goodness, you're so too. You just rest with your jowls, okay? Oh, 1 second. Oops. Ooh, popcorn. Okay, guys, let's read a Bible verse, okay? And then we're gonna call it a night. Sorry, guys, you are, attached to my charger. All right. Yeah. So, I'll open up a random one, and then I'll take a few more suggestions, and then we'll call it a night, okay? Okay, there's a suggestion. Second book of Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 17. Got a wedgie. No. Okay, second book of Corinthians. Chapter 3, verse 17. All right. And the way of peace they do not know. Okay, that was chapter 3, verse 17. And the way of peace they do not know. That's it. Okay, I'm going to open up a random one. Sirach. The book of Sirach. Chapter 32, verse 18. A man of judgment will not overlook an idea, and an insolent and proud man will not cower in fear. Interesting. "17 says, a sinful man will shun reproof and will find a decision according to his liking. There you go. That's applicable to today's day and age. People cherry pick these days according to whatever narrative they prefer. A sinful man will shun reproof and will find a decision according to his liking. Huh. Nice. Thank you. Okay, we're going to open up to another random verse. We are about to... Oh, okay. Galatians? Sure. Go to Galatians then. Here we go. Chapter 3, verse 28. Cool. It's right here. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is neither male nor female. For you are all one in Jesus Christ. I love that. Because so many people think that there are just, like, the Bible's just full of, like, sexism and all this other stuff. And it's not true. They're misinterpreting it 100%. That is excellent. We are all one in Jesus Christ. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Jesus Christ. And if you are Christ's, then you are Abraham's offspring, heirs according to promise. Genesis chapter 12, verse 3. Sure. I will bless those who bless you, and him who curses you I will curse. And by you all the families of the earth shall bless themselves. That's Genesis chapter 12, verse 3. I like that. I will bless those who bless you, and him who curses you I will curse. And by you all the families of the earth shall bless themselves. Yep, tonight I'm in the back of a fucking car. Was on the red line train all day. It's fucking crazy and dangerous. I go into rehab 8 a.m. Monday. Well, good for you, Chi-Town Danny. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Just apply yourself and know that there's a life out there worth living. There are so many good things in this life that you can enjoy so much more when you're not tied and chained to that. So I'm speaking from experience too. Absolutely, Read the Fairy. Best of luck. to Chi-Town. Exactly what Raid the Fairy said. You're clearly doing the next right thing. Just keep doing it. You know what you got to do, absolutely. And no matter what happens, don't give up. Get right back up if you fall down. That's an order, and I mean it. Oops. Wow. Man, you if you want it, you will be free from it, man. Just give it your all. And don't hesitate to come to come to my, you're always welcome here. I'll encourage you in any way that I can. You want to see if my, oh, okay, Papa Smurf friend, you want to see if my Bible, I don't think it's going to skip that, but chapter 17, verse 21 of Matthew. Yeah, some things are skipped in Protestant Bibles. They pick and cherry pick. But I doubt that that's going to be the case here, because this is the Catholic Bible. Matthew chapter what? 17, verse 21? Yep. Right. Chapter 17, verse 21. If you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move hence to yonder place, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. That's interesting. Wait a minute. That's interesting. I think you're right. Wait a minute, am I blind? 20? He said to them, you said 21, right? Wait a minute. He said to them, because of your little faith, for truly I say to you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move hence to yonder place, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. Huh? Wait, that can't be. That can't be. I do not see 21. That's very peculiar. I gotta look this up. This doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, there's 1621. How can they skip? I feel like I'm missing something here. Wait a minute. Sorry, my bad. Maybe all of them skip that one. I mean, I know that a lot of Bibles cherry pick, but the Catholic Bibles shouldn't be cherry picking. 20, he said to them, because of your little faith, For truly I say to you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move hence to yonder place, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. Am I not seeing correctly here? No. This is something I have to look up. I have to know why that is. Seriously? Wow, dude, you're right. Please see if your Bible skips Matthew. Yeah, 17 verse 21. That's fascinating. Let me go get one of my other Bibles and see if they do the same thing. You would think. Well, of course it's going to be the same, but I'll get my other one just in case. You're right about that. That's crazy. Let's get my other Bible here. What is this? Is this my other Bible? Yep, I think it is. Yep, this is my other Bible. Okay. So this is a pretty nice, cool Bible. My goodness. Wow, it's a little bit easier to read this one. Oh, and they have a map too. The Israel in Canaan. Oh, and it smells so good. Sorry, I'm a sucker for how good books smell. Chapter 17, verse 21, huh? I have to do some research into this because there's got to be a reason. Maybe someone made a mistake. You know? You wouldn't think. So, okay. Chapter 17, Matthew. And then it goes 19, 20. He said to them, because of your little faith, for truly I say to you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. And then there's a little X afterwards, which I don't usually see. Jesus again foretells his death and resurrection. On 22, it starts now. That's peculiar. I have to look this up. I can't sleep unless I do. Unbelievable. I am very perplexed. I didn't know that they could do that. Like skip. I thought it was like, you know, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Didn't know they skipped numbers. Let me look. Unbelievable. I have to understand why. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be some explanation. There's some logical explanation for this. 100%. Goodness gracious. It's in the King James Version only, huh? I might have a King James Version, actually. Let me check that out just a sec. Let me look it up. Because I have to look this. Okay. Interesting. Why is Matthew chapter 17 verse? Whoops. Oh, there. Oh, first thing that comes up in Google. Why is Matthew chapter 17 didn't finish the sentence? Why is and the first thing comes up is Matthew chapter 17 verse 21 missing. 21 missing. Yeah, I want to know why. Matthew 17 chapter 17 verse 21. But and then it goes, but this kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. is missing from most modern Bible translations because it is absent from the earliest, most reliable Greek manuscripts, such as Codex Sinaiticus, and Codex Vaticanus. Scholars believe it was likely added by later copyists trying to harmonize Matthew with the parallel account in Mark chapter 9, verse 29. Okay. Interesting. It was added later. Okay, so it wasn't like the original in there originally. That's why they excluded it. I see. Manuscript. Here are the key details regarding this omission. Manuscript evidence. The verse is missing from the 4th century manuscripts that scholars consider the most accurate, suggesting it was not part of the original writing of Matthew. Interesting. Harmonization. Copyist error. The phrase was likely brought over from Mark chapter 9 verse 29 to Matthew sometimes added marginal notes count during the copying process to harmonize the two accounts, described to clarify or match similar passages. Textual criticism. Modern Bible translations like NIV, ESV, and NASB, don't know what those even stand for, rely on modern contextual criticism, which aims to reconstruct the original text, while older translations like the King James Version use the majority text or received text, Textus Receptus, which includes this verse. The message remains. The teaching about prayer and fasting is not actually lost, as it is still present. And Mark, you can find it actually. It's actually in Mark, not Matthew in the Ignatius Catholic version and just about most versions. The message remains that teaching about prayer and fasting is not actually lost, as it is still present in Mark chapter 9 verse 29 and then NASB, the New King James Version. I know what that stands. NKJV. I know what that stands for. And other versions. Modern treatment. In many modern Bibles, the verse is either omitted entirely, placed in a footnote, or bracketed to indicate its questionable authenticity, ensuring transparency in translation. In summary, it is not considered to be removed, but rather not included because evidence indicates it was likely never in the original manuscript to begin with. Now I can sleep. I feel better now. That made me feel a little unsettled there for a minute. Whoopsie. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph. Oh my gosh. Hey, Joseph, I'm really sorry to hear that. That was very interesting, absolutely. I'll say a prayer for her, okay, Joseph? I know it's not much, but I know what it feels like to lose a sibling. She was 56? Okay. That's still young. Hey, God bless you too, Arnold. Thank you. Yeah, that was very interesting. Learned something today. Oop, I gotta attach this to here before my phone dies. Fascinating. Hey, oh, it's 6:06 a.m. over there. It's 10 p.m. over here. Hmm. Oh my goodness, he was only 30 when he passed from a heart aneurysm? I wonder how someone that young can die from that sort of thing. That doesn't seem very common in young people. Me crying? Oh no, I'm not. I'm not crying. Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Me too, Alvin, Borea, a couple. Not one of them wasn't heroin per se, but like, well, kind of. It was drug related. Never got to know what she died of per se, but I'm almost certain that it was like fentanyl or something like that. Okay, guys, fentanyl is even more dangerous than the H, and just about all H heroin is cut with that stuff. So yeah, you gotta be careful. I did it before when they offered me just pure fent when they didn't have that stuff, and I'm lucky I'm not dead. I'm sorry, mate, American patriot man. Yeah, I'll say a prayer for all of you guys. Thank you. I am a little bit tired, but you know what? We're gonna read one more Bible verse before we clock out, okay? So okay, I'm gonna open a random page. Oh, thanks, Joseph. Yeah. Yeah, never give up on yourselves. Never give up on yourselves. Because I'm not perfect, and I'm a little messed up in some ways, but I managed to get clean and stay clean. And I think you can too, if I can do it. There is a life out there worth living. You have to pursue that. Oh man, drinking, yeah. I mean, even if I have not even too much, if I were to, like when I had just like a few shots on New Year's, I felt sick afterwards. Anyway, I'm gonna read some Psalms chapter 17, because 117, because it's quite short. Praise the Lord, all nations. Extol him, all peoples. For great is his steadfast love towards us. And the faithfulness of the Lord endures forever. Praise the Lord. And one more. Matthew, I like the book of Matthew. Chapter 27, verse 5. And throwing down the pieces of silver in the temple, he departed, and he went and hanged himself. Oh, that was, of course, Judas. When morning came, all the chief priests and the elders of the people took counsel against Jesus and put him to death. And they bound him and led him away and delivered him to Pilate the governor. When Judas, his betrayer, saw that he was condemned, he repented and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests. Wow. Amazing that he would sell Jesus out like that. And the elders, saying, I have sinned in betraying innocent blood. They said, What is that to us? See to it yourself. And throwing down the pieces of silver in the temple, he departed. And he went and hanged himself. But the chief priests, taking the pieces of silver, said, It is not lawful to put them into the treasury, since they are blood money. So they took counsel and bought with them the potter's field to bury strangers in. Therefore, that field has been called the field of blood to this day. Fascinating. I didn't even know that. Then was fulfilled what had been spoken by the prophet Jeremiah, saying, And they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him on whom a price had been set by some of the sons of Israel. Sorry, I feel like I skipped something. And they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him on whom a price had been set by some of the sons of Israel. Okay. And they gave them to the potter's field, as the Lord directed me. How about Luke chapter 6, verse 6? On another Sabbath, when he entered the synagogue and taught, a man was there whose right hand was withered. And the scribes and the Pharisees watched him to see whether he would heal on the Sabbath, so that they might find an accusation against him. But he knew their thoughts, and he said to the man who had the withered hand, Come and stand here. And he rose and stood there. And Jesus said to them, I ask you, is it lawful on the Sabbath to do good or to do harm, to save life or to destroy it? And he looked around on them all and said to him, Stretch out your hand. And he did so, and his hand was restored. But they were filled with fury and discussed with one another what they might do to Jesus. Well, then I'm going to keep reading, Sharon. Thank you, Joseph. Okay, one more. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. Cool, because I love Jeremiah. There we go. Chapter 29, verse 11. There we go. Oh, yes. Because, I had a feeling this is what it was. One of my favorites. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. I love that. Chapter 29, verse 11. I want to memorize that because that's one of my favorite verses. And I should have that memorized by now. I'm just not good at memorizing numbers. I've got like some type of number dyslexia or something. You know, I'm not good at remembering, retaining numbers. I was never good at math. Okay. Anyway, guys, so we're done with this for now. It's time for me to go to bed. It's almost, ooh, I almost ruined my pants. It is, it's almost 10:30 over here, Pacific Standard Time. Cool pin, huh? Glitters. I love the color red. Hey, put these away. Baby, I'm back. I'm back. A dinosaur toys. Shadow, you look at me like you're judging me. He's totally looking at me like he's judging me right now. Okay, I'm gonna use my Shakti mat. Love these things, guys. If you guys have back pain ever, get one of these. They're not expensive. They're like 20 bucks and they're so nice, I swear. Between 20 and 30. Okay, so I just want to say thank you for coming to my channel. And I'm not sponsoring them, but they're really nice. He's a good boy. Oh, baby. Just the cuddle bears. And the jowls. He smacks his lips when he's satisfied. Just kind of a tush. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, guys. And thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please remember to subscribe. And thank you, Fixa. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Raid the Fairy. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. Oh, getting tired now. I mean, thank you, everyone. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening. Depending on where you live, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. You're funny, Danny. Hey, I'm a big fan. Do you think you could do a fart on live to show support for the troops? Wow. Dude. Why don't you go to OF? Wow. Anywho, time for me to go to bed. On that note. God bless you guys. And if I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. You guys have a good night, okay? Oh yeah, that is a painting. It's a 30 by 4 inch. It's a painting of my best friend hugging his dog. I'm sorry, it's a... Don't know if you guys can really see that really well. It's kind of dark in here, and it's kind of, you know, obscured in shadow. But good night, guys. Yes, I'm gonna go to sleep now. It's 10:30 p.m. And, you know, I've been getting up earlier and trying to sleep better as I've been taking a break from the weed, and hasn't been all that easy to fall asleep. All right. Yeah, I love the Truman Show. Okay, good night, guys. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Okay. Love y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Peace and love back to you. Thank you. And sweet dreams. Bye-bye now. Thank you, Chi-Town. I'm glad I was able to help you. I'll be back tomorrow, okay? I'll be here tomorrow around hopefully 10 a.m. I'm gonna try to shoot for that, and if not, 11 noonish. But I'm always gonna try to shoot for 10 a.m. All right. Take care. Thank you. Oh yeah, and I have to check on those beans too. I gotta turn on my alarm so I can check on those beans. Definitely. Okay. Bye-bye.